My name is Regina Nicole, and I am a pastor at Grace Community in Cleveland, Ohio. When I think of how my ministry relates to art, it's kind of cool. I kind of call myself an art therapy pastor. I found a way to take art, to take therapy, and to take God and just combine it all together. I have always been an artist, but I didn't always realize it. That's how I look at it. But in the pandemic, my church actually, we were looking for things to do online, and I asked my minister of music to go on and sing. And for some type of way, we ended up me painting, him singing. And through that process, I realized I was indeed an artist and that I loved painting, and I saw the connection of God and painting and just put it together. I started it and I just kept going. I think we have lived such a fast-paced life. Like everything's like, let me get this done, let me get that done. But when I sit down to paint, I really allow myself to take deep breaths and really focus in on what God wants me to paint. And I absolutely love the idea of merging art and ministry. Because a lot of times when we think of worship and when we think of what worshiping God looks like, we feel like it has to be a singer or you have to be a musician, and if you can't play an instrument, then, well, you can't worship God or you can't be a part of the church service. And I feel like I grew up wanting to be a part. I grew up wanting to worship, and I don't sing. So I always felt like, man, there's not a space for me. So I think finding this lane, something that I'm good at, and really being able to just paint, but also do it as a form of worship, as a form of connecting with God, as a form of allowing myself to express myself, really showed me that there really are different lanes and avenues to worship God. I'm painting what he's giving me, and I'm actually having a conversation with him through the canvas. It was so fun and so enriching for my own life that I had to share it with somebody else. And so I created what I call Paint and Heal. It's not a paint and sip class, but it's a paint and heal class. And so what we do, we come in and we will go through whatever topic we're talking about that day, but we basically express our emotions and our feelings on the canvas. We give God time and space to talk to us, that chill time, that time of really pausing to hear what he has to say. And then I open it up for a time of reflection. I mean, every time I've done it, it has blown my mind. People are crying, people are sharing, people are digging deep. And I think that this is a space that we're missing as a church, where oftentimes we'll come into a worship service, but we don't have time to really process our feelings and let them out while we're in worship. So it really helps people who struggle with actually identifying how they're feeling and really speaking about how they're feeling. It helps them to put it on canvas first and then be able to explain it. I found myself at a place where I just felt powerless. I felt like things were going on around me and I didn't have any control. I began to look in the mirror and I didn't really like the person I was becoming. I felt like I lost pieces of Regina. And God took me on a journey of finding myself again. And he used art to help me to move forward. He used art to do something new in me. And I want to help women take their power back through using creativity. I want to help them use the painting classes and walk through the journey with them of helping them reconnect with themselves again and really take God out that box and allow him to inspire them to be all that they were created to be.